to hear you in chat, right? Discord. Okay. Perfect. Can you hear the game? Yeah, no worries. Is stream lagging for you? Alright, I lowered the bitrate, we'll see here. Do you want me to? I'm streaming through Discord, do you see anything? No, wait. There we go. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm on the stream, it's not loading for me though. Yeah, I'm in there. Okay, one sec here. I'm just lagging super hard, I gotta cut the screen here. Yeah. Is it an output or an audio? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I do, yeah. No, it's just set to my my headset there. I don't see any like wave or anything. In sources, eh? Oh, okay, I think I got it here. One sec.
Oh, I gotta switch the game to Resident Evil 2. There we go.
Can you hear?
Hello, hello. Am I audible? Audible.com/big money.
Do you guys hear Chris at all?
You'll know in a moment. I am speaking. Any outfits? Cyrus, that's not the question. The question at hand is, can you hear me? Oh, you can. Okay, perfect. Yes, okay, we're good.
Okay, good.
All right.
Alrighty.
Well, let's go.
We do have outfits.
Nice. All right,
What
which
do we
route are we
want?
doing?
We're gonna do Claire.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember. Claire's
what do we
got the, like-
want? Do we want modern jacket, modern tank top, the classic jacket, or the polygon?
Oh, I forgot about the polygon.
I'm personally a fan of the classic jacket. So
Yeah, the classic jacket's pretty sick.
yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Awesome. Ask the questions here. All right.
All right. We're watching cutscenes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, man, I'm serious, okay? I saw this with my own eyes.
Oh, I believe you, buddy. I believe you. Just tell us a story. Tell us a story.
Okay,
It's a very well-rendered
last
burger.
Friday night, I was walking home
Yeah,
from
it's
this woman
the best
started
rendered burger in history.
Probably.
staggering, you know? So I figured she was
I remember this game first came out, seeing the burger and being like, that's ridiculous.
Almost as well rendered as the food in FF15.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I
true.
got closer and I got a good look at her. You had to see her eyes, her nose, her whole face. It looked like it was rotting.
Yeah.
She looked like a corpse. Like a walking corpse, man.
Sounds like my wife.
Laggy on your end, yeah, it's
I haven't been able to sleep since that night.
a little bit choppy on mine too.
Calm down. Just, hey, you gotta
It's
take
funny
it
because the
all.
picture, like the image is perfect, but it's it's going really slow.
Fair enough. My bitrate is 2400.
Should be good. Let me just double check.
Just getting good. I need some sleep. Oh, shit.
Oh, now it's fairly normal on my screen. Burger, beard, man with burger, window. Yeah, it seems all right now. And audio levels are good, chat.
What do I do? What am I gonna do?
Oh, howdy, 80K. Yeah, we'd also probably step the bit rate up to like 3,500 if you wanted.
You know me, I'll
Try
be
that
fine.
out.
What about 4000?
Sounds good.
I mean, we could try
I'll
it.
be back as soon as I find Chris.
Alright, we went up.
I will.
See if that
I gotta go.
helps.
Yeah. I mean, if your upload is good, and your upload is really good, it should be.
Yeah, it's not like 200.
Yeah. On my end, it looks. Looks good. Awesome.
Hello?
24 frames per second is better than 60 frames per minute. It's theoretically true. God, this remake is so good.
Wait 1 sec, I don't know why. My keyboard's not working all of a sudden.
Oh no!
Oh god. There we go. Okay, let's see.
Oh, you've been looking for a while. Well, lurkers are always
Alright,
appreciated.
I'll go down a bit. See if that helps. Is there any other setting to toggle with here to help with the connection?
You could try limiting the output bitrate because yeah, it slowed down again once you started moving.
I'm at 3500 right now. 3000.
Okay. Yeah, let's try 3000. What resolution are you streaming at?
Let's see. Uh, 1920 by 1080.
Okay, that's good. And do you have it set to 60 FPS or?
Yeah, does say 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, try moving around again. We'll see. Because right now it looks good. Like the, oh, I said that and then like the smoke stopped. You can see the ad for hamburger.
Hello?
Hamburger.
Anybody here?
Exactly. It's good now.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm not sure what else I could do, unfortunately.
No, that's okay. We'll make it work.
Okay.
Are you okay? Wait here. I'll check it out.
They steam a good ham. Exactly. So do you do the like frame rate knife trick?
I will, yeah. I'm gonna use that a bunch of times.
Okay, sweet. I'm excited to see this. This has been a while since I watched an RE2 speedrun. Like it would have been.
Don't come any closer!
It would have been back when the game was still like over an hour on both routes.
Yeah, that's fair. Nope, he's dead. Also, zombies don't die. You can't kill zombies.
Yeah.
They always come back.
Mm.
There's
Yeah,
no
this game-
reason wasting bullets in this game.
I was gonna say. Freeze frame there at like the perfect time with the guy's like head flying back.
Don't shoot!
Get down!
We gotta get out of here.
You alright?
Yeah,
There's no
this game-
reason wasting bullets.
thanks.
You can thank me later when we're safe.
Yeah, it dropped again. Dropped again as soon as you all have something.
Come on! Get in!
Hold on.
Leon.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Hopefully they'll have some answers
Chat.
at the police station.
Wait, you're a cop?
Yeah, I minimized
Leon Kennedy.
everything.
You are?
Claire.
Oh, okay.
Claire Redfield.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a
Look around
performance thing. I think it's got to be
No.
some sort of like
Looking for my brother. He's a cop too.
Well,
bit rate or
it's a
something.
good thing we found each other. I don't know what to expect anymore.
I'll see actually if there's anything throttling it, maybe.
Yeah, good thinking. It's funny too though, because when it starts slideshowing, it's slideshowing at like really opportune times, so it looks like it's just like pre-rendered images. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
Like an old like a what's it called? Like clock tower or something.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I'm not streaming in Discord at the same time, so or maybe I am.
No, it doesn't say you are.
Okay.
Might be a window focus issue. You said the only thing you had open was the game right now, right? Or like not
Well,
minimized?
Attention all citizens.
I have Chrome open.
Due to
I
the
don't know if I should
citywide
close it,
outbreak,
but I still have a lot of
you were advised to take shelter
RAM left
at
right now.
Raccoon
Like I'm
City.
nowhere
Yeah, I
near
don't think-
utilization.
I was gonna say I don't think it would be a memory issue.
God, this is so unreal. Police station's
The
not
credits are the
much fun.
perfect time to figure this
I love
out.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if we're the only ones?
Stream
What if
app or
there's no
game needs to be
survivors?
primary
survivors.
focus.
It's a big city. There has to be.
I think it is. On OBS, is the bitrate going up and down, or is it like
We're walking
solid?
from here.
No, it's going up and down.
Okay.
More like
Hovering
Ryan.
between 3,000 and 34.
Yeah, good call.
Okay, well, it's staying in the. Oh, it got smooth again all of a sudden.
Leon, you gotta back up. Oh, better.
We're back on track.
Holy shit. There, get out. Get out now! Hold on!
No, not Burger Man.
Is it any better yet?
Right now, it's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Claire!
Yeah, it
Claire,
seems
you
to it seems
okay?
to like recover during cutscenes and then get really choppy again when gameplay starts. But
I
I'm
can't
looking
stay
into
here!
Yeah, it looks good.
It's not safe!
My end right now.
Yeah, this is the exact same issue I was happening with
Go on ahead.
Hunt Showdown when I was
Let me
streaming
turn the
that. Is that
station.
like it looked perfect on the capture, and then for some reason on the stream it didn't. Like something on Twitch's end was like throttling it or something. But
Could it be game resolution? No.
I don't.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Can't stop. Gotta keep moving. It's like the end of the world.
Not Mr. Arby's. He had all the meat.
Station. Almost there.
All right, let's see. Oh yeah, now it's like on my screen it's a like very smooth 60 right now.
Perfect.
Awesome. All right, let's fucking go.
Now we're cooking with Crisco. Let's go.
Oh man, this is so hype. I've been meaning to go back to this game. It's been
just a game I can like constantly go back to
Totally.
and just like play through it in a sitting.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I can always just like, if anyone's ever like, oh, I want to play Resident Evil 2, like the Resident Evil 2 remake, I'll be like, sure, boot it up, let's go. Yeah, like I'm in. It's they really nailed it.
Come on.
Yeah, I really hope 4 is
Where
more
are
like this.
Yeah, it'll be neat to see what they do with 4. Like, do you think they'll kind of try and make it more horror themed, or are they gonna go use?
They're inside too.
Are they gonna use kind of all the stuff all of the kind of assets and stuff to just make like a?
I think they'll do what
make
they
it-
did with this one, like expand on a lot that made it great and shorten the stuff that didn't really pan out.
I hope so. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that is the game. The
Make
game
the
is
castle
very
more exploratory, less
should
just
help
like
this guy.
waves of combat, you know?
Totally. Yeah, it's funny how many parts of the castle are just like there's some of that, like the area around the gardens in the castle have a
Yeah.
bit of exploratory stuff, but the what's it called? There's a lot of sections in it where it's just like you go down like a hall and you fight a unique enemy, or you like go through a unique trap, and then you backtrack, or there's a shortcut that leads you back to the main part.
Yeah. I hope they do make it more like horror focused too, or at least enhance the horror that's already in the game.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, they'll just completely remove Ashley.
Yeah, maybe.
Focus.
I could see them like changing the way that Ashley works. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sure AI's come a long way since 2005.
Yeah. Although Ashley's one of those AIs that kind of benefits from just being very simple. You know what I mean? Like, she
Yeah, or
doesn't-
just make that part much shorter.
Yeah, that's also fair.
Alright, let's get some first aids.
Yeah, you need it in this one.
Yeah, even just getting bit once will bring your health down to like danger zone
Yeah.
randomly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Open up! Hurry! Open up! Open this goddamn door! Open the door!
I'm gonna have to do some
Hurry up! Open it!
de-rust after the stream and before tomorrow's stream for RE3.
Yeah, that game's pretty short, luckily.
Yeah,
Like 3-4 hours tops.
Yeah, and I might do arranged mode if I don't have enough time to do it like a run or two. But
Yeah, he's dead.
I'm so sorry.
So I like how this version is more gory than the Japanese version. In that version, everything is censored.
Oh yeah,
Like all the
yeah.
gore. That's just like a block of red tissue in the Japanese version.
He's full on. He's full on. Yeah, they have really like stringent rules about like depictions of a corpse being
What the hell is up with you?
defiled, as in like getting chopped up or anything like that. That's why there's no headshots in the Japanese version of RE4.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's just a flesh wound, exactly.
Stream's still good?
Yeah, it looks great on mine.
Okay, cool.
You alright?
Tell Marvin what?
You're safe. For now. Marvin Brown.
I do like how they actually gave him a character in this version.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
It's not just like in
Obviously
one
someone
cutscene and
taught
then
you well.
dies.
Totally. Yeah, they've been really good for that with the
Come
the
on.
remakes.
Yeah. All the extra
Every
characters
time-
are actually like have depth to them.
Totally. Every time they've redone a character, they've
nobody knows
done
what caused
a good
this?
job.
Yeah.
Marvin.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of theories. But all I know for sure is
I still think like the biggest glow up in the franchise is OG Carlos to remake Carlos.
Oh
Put that
god.
on, just in case.
Although I do really like remake
Not gonna be
Nikolai
around
as
long.
well.
Once
It's
I find
just a
Chris, we're out of
smarmy
here.
prick.
Oh, totally.
You really Chris's sister?
Yeah. Why? Did you find something?
Yeah, I still don't know what I feel like
He's
in
on
regards to
vacation.
Jill's character
Europe,
redesign,
I
but
think. Left
it kind of
Wilson.
grew on me
Yeah.
after a bit.
Totally.
Vacation?
It's
It's
a
great
strange
news.
situation
But I got
because
more for you. Looks like there might be a way out through this
for me,
secret
and
passageway.
like I know you're in the same boat. Like Jill had Julia Vought's face for
Yeah, we should probably get you to a
like a
hospital.
decade and a half.
Forget
It was
about
like
it.
2002
I can take care of
to
myself.
No,
2013, I
don't be
think.
ridiculous. You're gonna need
Like,
some help.
Listen,
Operation Raccoon
Claire.
City,
Yeah.
or not a, yeah.
Save yourself
What's it called?
so you can see your brother again.
Umbrella Chronicles was the last one where she was the
You'll probably
The
need
old
this.
face.
yeah the
not
same
taking that
mocap
either.
actress, and so it's weird when it changes. I'm kind of surprised people haven't made like mods for
You've
that
seen
yet.
That's hilarious.
things. No matter who they were, you
The
can't
universe of Vincent Vega didn't blow his head
take
off.
them out if you can,
I said,
or you run.
this guy grasping.
Now imagining this game just with John Travolta.
Oh my god, zombies. You know what they call the zombie in France?
We have a knife.
Nice.
You need this. Oh, 1 sec. Sorry, I need to readjust my DPI really quick.
We're good.
There we go.
The knife is the MVP of this game.
Yeah, you need this knife to open this. You can't use any other knife. Like, you can take the infinity knife out and it won't work on this. It has to be this, this specific knife.
Someone at, I feel like someone during the development of RE7 was just like, yo, check out this tape cutting effect. And they were just like, okay, that's in every Resident Evil game now.
Yeah.
Like, they're just really like cutting yellow tape with a knife. God, I booted up. I hadn't played it, the PC version of 7.
Yeah, I just downloaded it actually because I got 8 and it came with 7.
Yeah, same. And I,
So much more playable on PC. Oh my god. You can actually
it
game.
is, but
Who's there?
it's so much scarier on PC.
Oh, I know, because you're right up to it.
Yeah, and like
I played in VR the
surround
first time.
sound.
Like,
That,
I don't know
yeah,
how.
That's horrifying. Been far too long animating these reviews only once. God, that's juicy. Juicy juice'em. I mean, nah, whatever. That's like the boarding up windows mechanic in this.
Yeah. I don't use it like ever now, but
I was gonna say, yeah, in a speedrun, I imagine it's like burning bodies in an
Yeah.
OG RE1. Like you. To be fair, cutting packaging with a knife is very satisfying. You're not wrong, Ryan.
now we have
Yeah,
our
and
first storage expansion slot.
Oh,
We're gonna get.
thank
We're
God
not
for
gonna get all of
storage
them.
expansion.
We'll probably get 3 of them.
okay. Do you do any of the hand safes?
No.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that because this is such a pain in the ass.
No, fuck that.
Yeah.
Because all that does is get you an extra like storage expansion slot and a
Mm,
couple grenades.
Yeah. I think it's
Speed
definitive.
loader for the revolver,
Nice.
much needed.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it takes like 10 seconds to reload. It's way too long.
Yeah. So it's sluggish reload. The I think between this remake specifically and Code Veronica, Claire is definitively the like, inventory queen of Resident Evil. There's so much fucking space. I think Code Veronica gets something like 12 slots. It's insane.
Yeah, less than 2 hours. I'll try. I'm gonna aim for 2 hours, but I've done it in 1.5.
Nice.
No, I don't need that. Hello. Oh. Also, you can get random. We can just randomly blow off a head, and then they don't come back to life. Luckily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the grenade launcher. I was gonna say, man, what does a police office, or what does a police station need all this napalm for? And I remember this game's set in the States.
Right. Oh, liquor.
What was that?
But I hardly knew her.
Also, Ryan's just like, I've done it in one.
Of course you have. Is there a second one?
Nice.
We need the battery to use the bomb, so we have to go down here.
Claire,
I completely forgot about the
how
submachine
fast can
gun.
you get back here?
Yeah, we're not even
Why
gonna
was
get
that?
it.
Oh, that's funny.
I only use the pistol and
All right,
the grenade
I'm on my
launcher.
way.
Okay,
It's
okay.
like all you
fair
need,
enough.
and the knife.
Okay, okay. Yeah, 3 has my favorite line ever in the police station when you find the like the spade door off of the main hall. And you're with I think it's Tyrone, you're with like the computer guy. And Carlos just walks up to him and he's like, "Hey, check out this weird fucking door."
Yep.
It's the most real reaction anyone has in the whole franchise.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the first part of this game you have to collect the 3 medals to get to the first Birkin fight.
Mm-hmm.
That generally
And the
takes
Birkin-
like 20 minutes.
I was gonna say the Birkin fight is hilariously fast.
Yeah. It's meant to be an ammo dump, but the glitch basically nullifies that.
Yeah,
There you are.
it's awesome that they didn't take the
What is
the
it?
glitch out.
Take a look.
They didn't
Oh
bother.
my god, he made it.
What's Claire's profession in this series? She's a college
It's
student.
Leon. Kennedy, I think?
The rookie.
She becomes a like
Make
she
it to
works
that
for a
courtyard.
not-for-profit after
Second floor, east side.
after Code
Okay.
Veronica. She's
Thanks, Marvin, I'm
like an a professional activist, roller derby / athlete / car mechanic. Well, she's like a motorcycle nut. That's part of her character. This is Leon just hanging out outside. We're getting pretty close to the first appearance of Mr. X too, hey?
After you beat Birkin.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, right, because you go to the west.
And in Claire's game, you like barely interact with him. He has way more
Yeah.
presence than Leon's.
That's true. Yeah, he's way more of a like feature in Leon's
Yeah,
campaign.
and also the alternate run.
Yes, because the alternate run basically puts Claire in Leon's. I remember before this came out, there was a bunch of people who were like, "Oh, they're not going to have A and B stories."
Claire?
No, that would be the worst.
I know, it wouldn't make any sense.
Leon! I'll be right there.
Spoilers.
So the one gun they don't have in this game is the crossbow.
Oh,
'Cause in the original
okay.
version, you
Leon.
get a crossbow.
We really gotta stop
Yeah,
being like this.
and Claire gets
You
a
all right?
crossbow in
Please try,
Code
just-
Veronica as well.
Oh yeah.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
It's weird. The crossbow in every Resident Evil game is like
Take
a
it, you don't have
powerful
to keep.
single-shot weapon.
No, I don't.
Sometimes with like explosive
see your face,
bolts,
though.
or
How
it
are
just
you
like
holding up?
launches enemies or
Hanging in
pins
there.
them down. Like
Hell of a night, huh?
it's always a beast, except
Find your
Code
brother.
Veronica. And Code
I did
Veronica
actually.
is
He's-
it's like even more than the pistol. It's just a like dump gun. Like
Oh, for sure.
You get so much. I think its ammo comes in like 50.
Leon, you should get going.
New Resident Evil game.
Don't worry about me.
Based off R2, but the
yourself
cast
safe.
is a Resident Evil.
No, Leon, seriously, they're
I
getting
could see Will
intense.
Arnett
We
as
just go.
William Birkin.
Totally.
Don't steal my research, Michael.
We're gonna make it. Both of us.
I've made a terrible mistake.
After injecting himself with the G virus.
Hey, Marvin.
I do like the like RE0. Very little that they add in RE0 actually like is of any real like substance to the like series' story. But I do like the idea that when Dr. Marcus gets assassinated, they do it the exact same way that they assassinate Birkin later. Like they just send a couple hunk guys down to submachine gun him to death.
Yeah, for sure.
And Birkin's there being like, huh, idiot. And you're like, this is a bit of poetic irony. In OG RE2, the crossbow shot 3 spread. I didn't know. I don't remember that. I haven't played OG RE2 in a long time. I remember a bunch of weapons.
Son of a bitch.
I don't remember the crossbow. There's George Michael. Oh, no. Oh, Leon is George Michael. God, Michael Sarah is Leon. It's cursed. Although, I've got to say, in a little bit of the same energy. God, this room is a nightmare on the higher difficulties.
The office room, yeah.
Yeah. Marvin's Tony Hale. It's a... Do regular zombies follow you into the main hall, or is it just
No.
Marvin?
No, it's just Marvin.
That's what I
I want my knife back. Thank you.
thought.
Where is it? There we go. It's way faster. Just run past them. Shoot them once in the head. They back off for a sec.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you got a lucky headshot there, though. I figured he meant that guy. It's all good. Do you just walk by liquors?
Usually, yeah. Otherwise, I just shoot them with acid rounds.
Oh yeah, because acid rounds really like fuck with them. It's wild how different the two different routes are in this game compared to like OG Resident Evil and
Oh,
stuff.
I know, yeah, they're almost completely different.
You can definitely see the like ideas that would come into being, like the way they did the story paths in 3 and Code Veronica, for sure. Where they just kind of did away with different things entirely and made it a single.
He got me.
Does this game have does this game do continues?
Normal mode, it just continues. There's checkpoints in the game, so
Oh, okay,
it just
okay.
puts you back to the nearest checkpoint, which is usually like a minute before.
Oh, okay,
That's why
okay.
there's no like real use saving.
Makes sense.
In hardcore mode, you need ink ribbon to save. Otherwise, you go back to
Yeah.
your like previous save, right?
Mm-hmm. Amazing to watch someone speedrun something you take so slow. Yeah. I didn't do any speed runs of this when it was new, but I did try and kind of get as fast as I could at it because I've played it so many times.
Where am I right now on your screen? I'm just wondering if there's a delay.
There's definitely a delay. You just walk by the liquor on my screen.
Oh, okay. I think it's like a minute behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna reset the player, see if it. Okay, now you just started interacting with the statue puzzle.
Just now? Okay, then it's like 20 seconds behind.
Yeah. Alright, that's not the end of the world. A lot better than a minute. Sec route through here. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah,
Are you watching the stream itself?
Yeah, yeah.
That's weird.
But it's behind on mine. It's behind where most of the chat seems to be. Also, thank you for the donate comment, Bong, and yeah, Vega. It's not bugged. They only detect by sound, so it wasn't paying attention to them. Blind enemies are definitely a gimmick that the Resident Evil series enjoys.
I think I missed a room.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The battery.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's gone now.
I did the exact same thing
Oh,
on
he's
my.
still there. Yeah, I missed the battery here.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, the second you start running, they catch on. They
No
do.
zombies.
They can. Depends on the door. Like, they won't follow you into the main hallway.
I don't think they can follow you into the stars room either.
There's certain rooms they can. Just gotta kite them around here.
That's one thing about the zombies in this game. While they can be a huge ammo dump, you can usually have like kiting options.
Yeah, exactly. Depending on the room. Like, the library room's great for that.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I remember on my first Leon run, just like running around the library for like 20 minutes, just keeping Mr. X off of me while I was trying to do stuff there.
Alright, now we have all the medallions. We can go fight Birkin. And there's the Licker, of course. Really? Oh my god. What are you doing up here?
You asshole.
Should I, do you want me to stream the Discord so you can see it live?
Yeah, let's just see if let's see if that affects stuff. Yeah, because
the issue here. All right.
So watching it, yeah, it doesn't look like it's
Where am I
impacting
right
the stream. On Discord, you're standing right in front of the medallion puzzle.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Discord will be much lower latency.
No, you're right. Yeah. All right, so let's go fight the first boss and meme the hell out of him.
I was gonna say, time to.
Yeah, so there's a glitch in this game where, if with the knife especially, damage is tied to frame rate. So if you're above 120 frames per second, you do like 10 times damage. And you can basically kill the first boss before he even hits you.
Hey Marvin!
Oh.
Guess what? I think I found the way out. Marvin.
What?
Come on. Let's get you out of here.
Looks like it. You got choppy again on the stream.
Are you okay?
Alright,
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
cut it. I'll cut it.
All good. All good. Yeah.
No, just go. Save yourself.
That's all good.
Come on.
Better, yeah,
It's
better
fine.
for the
You gotta
audience to
get
get the
Please,
like.
Claire.
It's just weird that you're not getting it. I don't know. Maybe try on
Yeah,
your
well-
phone.
How this is going to end.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. I could try 'em on.
Get out of the city.
Try on my
Can't
laptop.
just leave you
Yeah.
here.
Claire, please, go.
No,
No, he
I
does.
I
This
canceled
is
it.
me.
By cancel, I mean I cut it.
Yeah. And he has a 3080. It's definitely enough to do this.
Okay.
Yeah, but the game's using a lot of the RAM too.
No, that makes
Marvin.
sense.
Thank you.
One sec. I actually think I may have us. Yeah, there's a way to prioritize using the VRAM, like using the video card.
Yeah,
But,
I'm sure I could dive into that at some point.
Yeah, it's not important right now.
Yeah. It's the first time streaming from my actual computer.
This mission is a lost cause. The donation is not safe, Chris.
Hello?
And yet
Hello?
he's in Resident Evil 5.
Are you seeing it more up to date?
You just got off the elevator on mine, so I think it
Okay,
is
you're
still
like maybe 5-10 seconds.
yeah, it's a lot more. It just took a couple of refreshes.
I won't budge.
Oh god, I love this fight and this speed run. It's one of the most entertaining parts of it.
Hey, okay. I won't hurt you, I promise. Do you need help? Here, you can take my hand.
You need
I'm sorry, I
You
can't
need help,
understand
lady.
you need help.
Why?
Because my dad's behind
He's
you.
right behind you.
What? Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me.
I do like the characterization.
Gonna cut it.
I mean, I know we've talked about this for a bunch of other characters, but I do like Birkin's characterization. Like,
This thing's gotta go down.
you could have said that sooner, girl.
And he's dead. Didn't get hit once.
Awesome. Yeah, you going in injured got me a little bit worried, but
I've done this like 20 times.
oh,
I usually
yeah.
get hit at least once, or my knife breaks before I kill him, so I lucked out.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome.
Hey, little girl.
And now, because that's meant as an ammo dump, we get all the free goodies right after the
Safe
fight.
now.
Yeah,
It's
that's
over.
Are you sure?
part of what makes that
Yeah.
strat so
I
great.
promise. Everything's fine.
You just basically end up with way too much ammo by the end.
I just need you to
That's
load
why I
up
don't
the
pick up
ladder
half
for
the
me.
guns.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense.
Will you help me find
What's
my
funny
mom?
because in like the standard Jill route
Your mom is
for
down
the
here?
for the speed run for RE1, you
I
don't
think so. I hope so.
you don't typically pick up the shotgun
Yeah, that's
because
right.
you can pretty much do
Yeah.
everything with just the 6 flame rounds
Of
they
course.
give you
Yep.
and
Oh.
the like 6 acid shells that you get from Barry. And then because of the way Tyrant works, you don't really need ammo for him.
No, exactly. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff to collect in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Grenades, herbs, ammo. All the good stuff.
Hmm. Do you still have to go into the kennels?
You do, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you got a key in there, right?
Yeah, I think it's the diamond key.
Hmm.
This way.
That was probably the part of the game I always dreaded the most.
Yeah, just because there's so many dogs down there. And
Yeah.
lurkers.
This is another Ouroboros project since we didn't save him. Well, here's the thing. So in canon, Chris gets super buffed because at the end of Code Veronica he fights Wesker and Wesker just kicks the ever-loving shit out of him. And so he realizes that he has to be like,
So, what's your
he
mom
has
like?
to bulk up if he's gonna go mano a mano against Wesker.
Medicine.
But we're not playing Code
That
Veronica
big
in this
pharmaceutical
marathon.
company?
My mom's
So
always at work.
the explanation for Chris being beefy in RE5 is that he punched his way out of the cell underneath the Spencer mansion.
So, where's
There you
your
go.
dad?
Yeah, that's how he learned the ways of the boulder punch.
Works with my mom, but
He punched his way through the bedrock.
God, that's still one of my favorite, like, things in
Memes?
gaming ever.
Yeah. It's really funny too. The first time I played through
he's
RE5,
Wow. Both of
I
my
didn't do that.
parents are gone, and it's just me and my brother.
Like you can bypass that if you do like enough damage to. I think it's if you do enough damage. Yeah, because they don't do it in the speed run either. I think it's if you do enough damage to him before he gets to the boulder. With Bender Chris. And Krauser trying to steal his identity.
Here. Come on.
But that spoils my favorite part of RE4, which is Krauser dying like a jabroni. I'm joking. Krauser's fine.
It's closed.
Krauser is both a great boss fight in multiple campaigns. It's awesome. Because the separate ways fight with him is also really cool when you run from like rooftop to rooftop. Yeah. That's really funny in the speedrun. You basically exploit it the same way you exploit Birkin in this. In that, like, knife damage does a lot of, like, the knife does a colossal amount of damage to Krauser.
You're sure this is the way?
But him lowering his guard so you can hit him with the knife is determined on the number of hits you land on him, essentially.
Oh, okay.
So you just TMP his legs, and then knife him in the chest once, and then he changes rooftops. You do that 2 more times.
On the ground, hands behind your head.
But the separate ways speedrun's crazy because you like the first thing you do is sell all your guns.
On the ground.
And buy the TMP. You don't use a single other gun though.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Sherry, tie her hands.
Fucking cheap irons.
Tie her. Okay then. You tie her up now, or she dies.
What's this all about?
Child endangerment for starters. Sherry, come here.
That's one of my favorite line reads in the whole game. Why are you doing this? Shut up.
Sherry,
he's just like such an asshole. I don't understand.
What's your name?
He's very well characterized as a humongous,
and I don't.
corrupt
They never
prick.
really like
Come with me now.
tell you what his motivations are.
Yeah, he
Okay, I'll
like
go.
the
He's
end
just
of
being
the
controlled by
You
Birkin for
better
some
be
reason.
taking me to my mom.
fucking asshole. Yeah, exactly. Well, and like it's like the files heavily imply that he's being like paid
Tell
off.
me how to do my job.
Stop.
He's like the way he beats the that he's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Talks you matter. We'll fix that. Yes, we will.
Yeah, so like he's being paid off by Umbrella and stuff like that, but also he has his own like super weird shit going on with like the taxidermy and all that stuff. Like he's an
just
incredibly
a weird guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's an incredibly strange character.
Sherry.
All right.
Okay. Key card first. Then that asshole gets what's coming to him. Must be where that guy came from.
Need a key to get in there, so not yet.
Oh yeah, Kendo has the crossbow in the original game. When you go to the Kendo gun store at the beginning of Leon's campaign.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I played the original.
Yeah, I just remember seeing it in a corruptions video or something, like a Vine Sauce video. Like him having the crossbow at the beginning of the game.
Oh, there's the liquor.
Be cool if you got like things you could use to distract them. You know what I mean?
I think flashbangs do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of the noise.
Makes sense.
Yeah, usually one's good enough to kill him.
Yeah, they're very much in Dead Rising. The living humans are a bigger threat than the zombies. Oh yeah. Dead Rising, the looters are assholes. They're so brutal. As stoked as I am about the 4 remake, it would be cool if they remade Code Veronica. Just maybe there's more you could fix with that game.
Oh, I know. I think it's too silly for its own good.
Yeah, and like some
They
of
don't
the,
want to go that tone.
I was gonna say, and some of the stuff in that game isn't a good look. You know what I mean? Like you could probably recharacterize Alfred and Alexia to go more into the like creepy, like narcissistic children aspect of it, as opposed to like cross-dressing and stuff. But there's too much other silly stuff.
Yeah, it's just Steve. I don't know how they'd make him a good character ever.
I mean, given what they did with Carlos, I believe they could do it.
Maybe.
But I'd still like that's a harder sell than like Carlos. At least had the thing of like, oh, he's a cool guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Steve is a very like that's a very Japanese character to have. He's basically like a shonen anime protagonist in a fucking Resident Evil game. It's a tough sell, which sucks because the good stuff in Code Veronica is really damn good, like the Gulpworm fight or Rodrigo or
Yeah, what's the big bad in that game? Like the one that's living on top of that tower.
Nosferatu. Yeah, Nosferatu's.
He's a cool enemy.
Yeah, that's a great boss fight using the like sniper rifle, and it's like foggy, so you can't see him until he gets close. Well, you know what I mean, Cyrus, right? Like Carlos is like that. He's like a stereotype, right? Like he's basically what they would succeed in with Luis. Like he's the suave Latin American dude, which isn't really what he is in the remake. Like it would have been really easy for them to make him just like Luis too, but and that probably would have worked. But they went with like a different characterization for him in 3, and it works really well. Again, similarly to how they redid like Nikolai in 3. Like in original Nemesis, Nikolai is just like an evil Russian. Like he's got no character. Whereas in 3 they make him like a smart aleck, like wisecracking dick, and it makes him way more memorable as a villain than he was. Yeah, if there's one thing I wish that we could get from Code Veronica, it's the fucking the sweeper cameras. That is one of my favorite mechanics in the whole franchise, and could just be terrifying given the way they did these games. Nikolai make him a Bond villain? Yeah. You know what though? People love Bond villains. Who was the bad guy in the 3rd Jason Bourne movie? You don't remember. Yeah, exactly. No one knows. Who's the bad guy in Goldfinger? I also like how Chief Irons has a stuffed dodo.
So random.
Yeah. I wonder, because I know that like there are taxidermy dodos around, like in museums and stuff like that. Taxidermy dodo for sale. Wow. A dodo skeleton got auctioned recently.
Buy a dodo skeleton, that's cool.
Well, there was the first one to go up for auction in 100 years. Sold for $500,000. Also, apparently, like the image of what we imagine a dodo to look like was designed by a taxidermist who essentially made it up whole cloth, and actual dodos look quite different.
Isn't there like a drawing of a dodo?
There's lots of drawings of Dota. It's like they were well documented, but like the ones that are in museums were based off of like a British publication that just kind of did not.
Also, here's Mr. X.
Yeah. Hot take. Never watched any Bond films.
Jesus, stay back!
Cyrus, you should fix that.
Hello.
God, the meme lord himself.
He's actually pretty easy to avoid. If you know
Yeah,
the
he has
layout,
a-
he's easy to just trick.
Yeah, and his inability to go into save rooms is pretty.
Like he can
useful.
come into the main hall here. He'll just chill in this area for a while. There's only a couple rooms he doesn't go in.
Yeah, and he has like a weird. The way his AI works is strange, right? Because
Yeah,
he'll
he
like
can reappear and
occupy
appear.
yeah, and he'll occupy an area for a set amount of time, and then it like resets the triggers for what makes him show up. Essentially, he's a strange. It's kind of a miracle they made him work as well as he does, given how many little like shortcuts and stuff there is.
No, exactly.
Here's where we'd play X, go and give it to you, if not for DMCA. Exactly.
Another one.
Got this.
Oh, I forgot there's two of them in here.
That's unfortunate.
If I die, I apologize.
You
Let's
will
take a
not be
little
the.
break in here.
I was gonna say you will not be the first person to die during one of these runs. It's becoming a tradition.
No, fair enough. I think I'm good. We'll take that just in case.
Sense. So in honor of that comment, Cyrus, somebody. Mr. X starts coming and he don't stop coming. Sweepers were also cool because it just took like hunters, which were already terrifying, and gave them another gimmick, namely being poisonous. Which in hindsight, having speedrun Resident Evil games, makes me wonder how any Code Veronica, like an enemy with like hunter agility that can poison you, sounds like an absolute run kryptonite.
Yeah, it's a no thanks.
Yeah. Thankfully, I think the whole shtick with the sweepers is because they get like summoned by the security cameras. You can probably avoid them entirely.
Alright, are they out here? I really pissed off that liquor.
I was gonna say.
Alright, we're good. Gonna go heal up though. Real quick. I'm not exactly sure where he is. Oh, he better not be in that room. That's where I need to go. Oh, I think he left. He's definitely in here. Is he? Yeah, he's up there. Now he's gonna screw my route.
That's a Resident Evil classic.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do a loop-de-loop.
Swoop.
A swoop-de-whoop.
An all-star. Hit the ground running. It's not the lift or run. Too fast, but also slow.
Where's my last autosave? We're gonna go back really quick.
Okay.
Yeah, he screwed my my route there.
Oh, that sucks.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, I guess given the whole
Jesus, stay back!
propriety for him to, or his propensity, sorry, to just appear where you weren't
Every now and
expecting.
then, yeah.
Aren't you glad you don't have to deal with him that much in this route?
Oh, very much so. You have to deal with him like 3 separate parts. He just follows you throughout the entire game as Leon.
Yeah, and like the Ada section. He's hanging out.
Yep, exactly. I do prefer Ada's section to Sherry's.
Me too. I in general, I prefer Ada to Sherry.
Yeah.
Sherry's section is, I'll give him that, Sherry's section is scary as hell.
Oh, just having him chase you the whole time sucks.
Yeah. But due to the fact that he's on a scripted route, makes it easy to deal with.
God, this is my least favorite hallway in the game.
Yeah, this
It's the
hallway
hallway of
is...
death. It's just ridiculous.
I was gonna say, it's designed in a way that makes it an absolute death trap. Like, it's so easy to get
Yeah,
caught by
speedrunning it,
something.
that's where like 99% of speedruns just end.
Yeah, this is the Magma Man stage from Mega Man 9.
Pretty much. I don't need that right now. Don't make the same mistake. There we go.
Hey, did
buddy.
hit him with the truck. Yeah, that's true.
Let's see, will this guy notice me? Yeah, he did.
That's unfortunate. Okay, these things happen. Yeah, RNG is kind of tricky in Resident Evil games. Some of them are very RNG dependent. Like Vanilla 3 is so like RNG dependent. I remember someone asking Bakba if he'd play a randomizer of it, and he was just like, the game's functionally already a randomizer.
No.
Why would you need to randomize anything in it?
Yeah, I've been getting shit RNG so far.
Yeah. that tracks with the other runs in the marathon.
Yeah.
I had such a bad yawn pattern. I don't think I've ever had a worse yawn pattern. There's you call it the game and then you get a free headshot.
All right. Let's ring around the rosy.
Mm-hmm. I do love that he punches zombies out of the way.
It's pretty great. Alright, question is, will I have enough time here?
Well, thanks for the heads up, Cyrus. When you have a chance, Kremlin, let's drop the sound effect volume about 10%.
Okay.
To reiterate that, because apparently, yeah, the liquor shouted right in the middle of us talking about RNG there.
No, fair enough. I can dial it way down.
Oh no, it's not a big deal. It's not like a bad volume now. It's just that like it's gonna peak in those scenes. But
Alright, if you can't hear the game at all, let me know. Dial up another tick.
it's usually about where I keep game volume is about like 30 or 20%. So perfect. Yeah, just the various games have varying levels of RNG. I think they're all at least somewhat RNG based.
Yeah, to be fair, this one doesn't actually require that much RNG compared to the
No,
blue
no,
one.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's just misdirects. Yeah, and in one you always have to worry about the low chance of getting a yellow caution instant death from hunters and stuff like that. You don't really have to worry about anything like that in this.
Hunters are just mean.
They are. That's part of what makes me kind of apprehensive about learning RE3 as a speedrun, either version, is having to deal with hunter gammas.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you.
Like that, we were talking about earlier that like they keep just like it's like an archetype of enemies in this franchise is like, oh, take a hunter and then give it another weird like perk, but whoever had the idea for armored hunters is a fucking asshole.
Just no thanks. Don't ever do that.
Why would you do this?
That's the part I really wish they didn't take out of 3 was the clock tower.
Yeah, I missed the clock tower.
I get why, probably due to time, but this is my one big complaint with the third one, the remake. They just had to cut a bunch out.
Yeah. It would have been cool too if they, like if they kept the park and like the bridge sequence and stuff like that.
Yeah. The last part of the game was really fun though. Especially the last boss fight was just ridiculous. The giant laser.
Oh yeah,
It's like completely different, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because it's like it's like story-wise it's the same thing. Like in the original one, you fight him in a room with like a big rail gun, but you don't like shoot the rail gun. It's like you just charge it, and then at the end of the fight, you like kite him over, and it just blows him apart. But that was that fight is way more fun in the remake. Load the game. Your Lord says, I think I'm reminded of how many games I've played that have this dumb issue where they don't register your sound settings until after you press this, at the start screen. Okay, I lowered the game volume. It was too loud. Plays the game again. Intro blasts your ears and then quiets down when you go into the main menu. Oh, I know that feeling. Sekiro is awful for that. Every time I launch Sekiro, just like the strings at the beginning of the game soundtrack play and pop my eardrums.
It's not as bad as when Valorant first came out though.
That was the loudest thing I've ever heard. Like, especially because like all the other sound settings seem to keep, but that like end of round music would just play and just like.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous.
Yeah, just.
All right, you guys are supposed to not be here.
Compress your skull from how loud the victory was. And has the mechanic where if you're doing 2, you get less ammo, which is why I would be doing good. Then stupidly waste ammo on Mr. X, there'd be no ammo around because you're doing good. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. That's the opposite of RE3. In RE3, you're consistently rewarded for standing your ground against Nemesis, but you have to burn ammo to get ammo, essentially. It's not hard to see why that was so terrifying back in, like, 99 when that game came out, where it's just like, if you were someone who started the game on a ranged, and then we're like, oh, well, I'll stand my ground against Nemesis in the first fight. And then he takes 26 Magnum rounds to put down. Like, nothing in the franchise takes 26 Magnum rounds to put down. That's like Helipad Tyrant times 2.
I hate this puzzle.
Oh, yeah, the weird cube. I forgot about this.
I never understand how it works, and every single time I just randomly press shit until it works.
Yeah, you just brute force it. That's me with the. I was doing some practice for RE4 because that's one of the games you're gonna have to beat a lot faster than we normally would. And I was trying to get faster at brute forcing the sliding tile puzzle. And someone told me something useful, which is that
I hated that puzzle so much.
It sucks, but there's a trick to it, which is if you move it so that the empty slot, like with the least number of moves at the beginning, move it so that the empty slot's in the middle. So I think you just move the one left. Mm-hmm. Then if you just move tiles clockwise, you'll always finish the puzzle, no matter how many times you like miss.
Yeah, I'm sure there
rotation.
was always a trick. I just never bothered looking it up, and I would always spend like 10-15 minutes just like going back to square one every like few minutes.
In the neighborhood.
Totally.
Find it.
Sherry, all right?
You beat it in 9 hours last time. It's not too hard to do quicker. No, it's not. I think my D-Rust, and admittedly we're playing like the meme version of RE4. We're playing Chicago Typewriter and Armored Ashley.
Oh yeah, you'll do it in probably 6 hours. 5-6 hours.
I was gonna say my
Sunday,
D-Rust
right?
was 6.5 hours. Yeah.
Sunday night?
Yes.
So you're gonna go late, I guess, eh?
Yeah, so I mean like we were on the schedule, the plan was RE4 Sunday and then finishing it on Monday and then do or no, sorry, it's let me check the schedule. I was gonna say we're starting Sunday and finishing it Monday. Talking about the Onimusha slide puzzles. I mean, that's also how I did those.
I also hate this puzzle.
Oh yeah, this thing. There's also the negative space numbers. That being said, you know what I didn't... So I'd never actually played the game with Armored Ashley. I always like... It was like the Plagueis remover, right? I always like start the game and I'm like, oh, that's neat. And then stop.
Okay.
But there's so many fucking hilarious things that happen with Armored Ashley. Like,
that's the only way
like
to
I
play
know
that game.
Oh, totally. I knew about like when you catch her, like it hurts his back, but I didn't know about stuff like if like the grinder thing in the castle hits her, it just breaks, or like if the knights in her section hit her with the sword, then she just like freaks out, but nothing happens and they break.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
she's pretty much invincible.
Mm-hmm. Also, when you shoot her, instead of her ducking, she just lowers the like visor on the helmet and the bullets bounce off. Yeah. It's so funny. I think I'm probably also going to be carrying the Matilda for no other reason than I like the Matilda.
That's cool. I like it.
Yeah. Not because it's like it's good. It like
The typewriter's the way to go. If you do it with
I mean,
the laser gun, it's just too easy.
yeah, and the typewriter's more satisfying, I think, to use. Like the laser is like cool the first time you use it. But with the typewriter, like when guys have shields, the shields like splinter and they like fly backwards and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That must be
And yeah, stuff takes more than one bullet typically, although like it goes down quick. And it just sounds nice. It's loud, punchy,
Plus
chonky.
you get that cool when you try and reload too many times, you like flip your
Yeah,
hat
and
in the air.
flips the hat in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's an awesome arranged mode. That's something I think Ari's always been good at. Is like, okay, so you want to play through the game just for fun. Here's the.
Where you going, Sherry?
That's Louise Serra is the guy you team up with.
You need.
Oh, I
One
can't
of
wait
the
to
most-
I can't wait to see how they redesign him.
It's funny because I remember when this remake got announced, people were just like, one of the things they announced is like, oh, there's a new voice for Claire, and people like Claire's voice was like very beloved. It was that girl from the big comfy couch, I think.
Oh, really?
And people were like, oh, it's blasphemy. I'll never like. And I was in my head, I was just like, I didn't really like mind when they changed Wesker from Richard Woe, who I loved, to DC Douglas, who I also love, but he's not. Like his performance is a lot memeier.
How did he catch me? Right away.
That was wild.
I don't get how that happened.
As Leon calls him, Lewis. A little rough, don't you think? That's the voice acting recast that I'm dreading. Like,
Oh yeah.
that to me, that's like he like teleported to you. To me, that's like J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson thing, where it's just like Reno Romano is so perfect in that game.
Maybe they'll bring him back.
They could. I mean, he's still active.
Yeah.
It was funny when I was rewatching all the Ghostbusters cartoons a couple of years back. Teleports behind you, very personal kid. Yeah, playing through or watching through the old Ghostbuster shows, he was like a lead character on one of them, and it's just nuts hearing like that. He's got such an iconic voice. It's just like, oh yeah, no, that's fucking Lewis right there.
Where are you? Show yourself! I know you're in here.
But I think Chris's voice is back. Like I think RE8 Chris is like Resident Evil 5 and 6 Chris, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it? Yeah, because they totally
What's his name?
backed on the redesign, which is funny.
Yeah.
I wonder
Yeah,
if they'll
yeah.
retroactively go back and change his model in 7.
You know, I would be kind of down for that. I liked his DLC in 7. Like it wasn't anywhere near as good as End of Zoe or what's the first one? It was like there was the 3. There was the one where you play as Zoe, and it's like before the Bakers have turned. Essentially, it's like when Mia and
Oh, it's Escape or Bedroom.
Right, yeah, that one's really good. And the Chris one's fun just because you get to, you know, deal with Ethan. But not Ethan, sorry, what's the dipshit? Is it Jason? Jason Baker? Who's the son?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
Jason. He looks like a Jason, let's be real.
Yeah, he does. Like, dealing with him was really satisfying. But End of Zoe is just like, that is something, there has to be a story behind that. Like, someone had to have been like, I was making first-person Streets of Rage.
It's such a
We put it
random
in Resident
DLC,
Evil.
I love it.
It's so strange, because I remember Lucas, thank you, Lucas Baker.
Oh, Lucas, okay.
Just like, I remember starting it up and I'm like, who is this? And it's like, oh, you play as Jack Baker's brother. And then the combat's like, oh yeah, push this button to block and this button to punch. And you start just like dummying
Fuck is my key?
like mold monsters, molded. And I was just like, no, they're not serious. And you get like throwing spears or eating crawdaddies and centipedes and shit. And I'm like, whose idea was this? This is the best thing. And you get like power armor.
That's why I can't wait to see what they come up with in 8. It looks like they're just going balls to the wall.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I could 100% see too?
What?
Is that they're gonna do a thing like with OG Mercenaries, how you just started with a knife. I could see them using that like hand-to-hand combat.
Years. Cheap irons.
Yeah.
Game over.
What? No. Come on, game.
Baloney. I could definitely see it being like, this is how you play as, this is how you play as Chris in RE8. Start off with just your fists.
I see you.
Never played 7? Or you're excited to watch 7 here because you never played it and it looked awesome. It's so good.
It's good. It doesn't like have that same. It doesn't scratch the same itch that the old games do for me, but
no,
it works more as
same.
its own thing for me.
Yeah, and I respect that it doesn't like ingratiate itself on the franchise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because to me, Resident Evil is always third person, no matter what.
Totally. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with 8.
Yeah. 8 seems to have a bit more personality and more that ties into the old games.
Yeah,
Especially
I think
with 4.
7.
It just looks like a spiritual sequel to 4, which I love.
Definitely. I think 7. It's one of those things where it's like 7 was necessary. Like the franchise had gone.
No, it was a breath of fresh air revive
aggressively
the franchise.
Yeah, and it has like it doesn't like it's one of those things where it's like it's kind of better to like comparing it to 6. Like 6 is a game that does everything. It's everything in the franchise ever. You know, you've got what do people like about Resident Evil? It's zombies. Okay, well there's zombies in there. Or what do they like? Oh, they like Leon and his like globe-trotting adventures. Okay, so we'll put in Leon's globe-trotting adventures. Oh, they also like Chris Redfield punching people with his massive giant arms. Okay, we'll put that in there. But they like pursuers too. Okay, so we'll put in Ustanak or Ustanyak or whatever he was called.
Well, it went down with just like a very traditional Japanese storytelling, which is like give everything a background and context and history.
Yeah, and just
and side quests.
And like the spectacle is fun, so when people like spectacle, okay, so let's do, and it's just it ends up being everything in the kitchen
That it was the
sink.
Minimalism
that
made the first few games so good.
And 7 is such a contained story. It's so small scale and so like personal.
Sherry, all right?
That it starts off feeling really like anonymous. Like that's the weird thing is that like Ethan himself is probably the least characterized protagonist in the franchise.
Yeah, just because he's a blank slate, basically.
But everything around him is so heavily characterized, and that's what makes like the tragedy of the story so impactful. I remember Ryan was watching me play through it once, and when we got to the end twist, and not even the end twist that most of the people in chat who've played RE7 are like going to think I'm citing when I say this, but like there's a twist even past the other twist where Ryan was just like, I don't think I've ever sympathized like a deep feeling of sympathy with the villain. like
oh, totally.
The game has a couple 1-2 punches there where it's like, yeah, the boat almost outwears its welcome. Like it's definitely the castle of that game, but like near the end of the boat and there's so many good like sequences.
The boat reminded me a lot of like Revelations, which
totally
I have issues with personally, but they're fine.
Yeah, Revelations. It's funny.
Especially
Revelations.
The second one's good.
I was gonna say the Revelations 2 is weirdly good. Like that's one of those games where it's just like you could have phoned this in. Like the first one's like a fun game, but it's very much like, oh, let's do a Resident Evil looter shooter. You know what I mean? And
you bring back
is,
Barry, it's gonna be good.
You bring back Barry, you bring back Claire, you characterize Moira Burton, and like the setting is neat. Like it's genuinely like a good. You've got like a lot of exploration and like the combat has a cool co-op gimmick to it where you don't feel overpowered. It kind of feels like playing RE5 on professional, where like you have to be careful about it. Like you can't just like overpower everything like you would in a typical kind of co-op.
Yeah.
game, but got some pretty well developed relationships considering how poorly developed your character is. That one girl in oh yeah, Nokia, I think. But yeah, and even that, like, I could see if like that game being kind of cloying, if the fan service bugged you. To me, the fan service was just like having like a genuine, like an actual voice actor do the like I have this line and stuff like that from the original Resident Evil is just, that's great. That game is, if you like Barry, and how could you not? That game's just like a love letter to that character.
Oh yeah. I love me some Barry.
Me too, me too. And yeah, it's just like the small scale of it is really good, and I think they're expanding that in exactly the way they should, which is that they're not just like stapling it onto like Raccoon City or Umbrella or something. That they've got their own weird thing they're doing.
What, did they
like,
abandon the game that came with 3?
I think they did the like the asymmetric multiplayer
yeah.
one. I think they basically cannibalized that to make
Whatever they're
Reverse.
making now. Yeah.
Because Reverse, from what I've heard, you highly enjoyed Reorc with your buddies. I liked playing Reorc co-op as well, but we didn't play much of it because we had kind of limited time at the time, and single player, that game just doesn't work. Like, it's, from my experience, it was very like dull single player.
It's like Lost Planet 2. We will never play that online ever.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
We are going to find a way. I swear on it. I swear on my life.
Capcom needs to remake Lost Planet.
Yeah. Oh, Lost Planet's such a fucking good game. Holy shit. Yeah, just plug it into the Resi engine. That's a franchise you never should have given to Western devs. Admittedly, I mean, it didn't do anything.
Cage.
But I think the smart thing with Reverse is like the idea is great, but no one is grabbed because no one wants to play as like random jabroni. Like, people want to play as like the protagonists from Resident Evil, like the idea of like Dead by Daylight, but it's Resident Evil sounds really fun to me. I like that idea, but Dead by Daylight with Resident Evil, but your team is like Louise, Sarah, Leon, and like, I don't know, fucking time-lapse Sherry Birkin. That sounds like way more fun because it's got the like weird dream match type bullshit. Or like those guys are fighting Nemesis. Like that kind of stuff. Like to me the dream match and the like mercenaries aspect of it is part of what makes it so cool. You could always like, that's one of the neat things about like Mercenaries Reunion is like, oh yeah, let's see a survival situation with Barry Burton and Excellagione, or like Rebecca teaming up with Josh from RE5. Like, yeah. This is dope. Good time.
Dogs.
You play as one of the really cool robots from Lost Planet in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. You can also play Soki from. You can also play Soki from Onimusha 4. For both me and Ace Aegis, the two people who have ever cared about Onimusha.
It's because you're the only 2 people that actually bought that game.
It's true.
You can't find it anywhere, and also it doesn't exist. Try buying it.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I still have my old physical copy.
It's funny. I don't know what happened to my copy of Black. Still.
Just,
I don't know where it went.
I'm genuinely expecting in like 30 years for you to just get like coordinates in a letter, and you're gonna dig it up, and it's gonna be a box with a letter from Ryan being like, "Here's your copy of Black." And you're gonna open it up, and it's gonna be my PC copy of Final Fantasy XI.
Oh, probably. I think I actually have that disc still. Your copy of FF11.
That's really funny. I think I wonder if black runs better if you emulate it. Because I remember that game was
I
cool,
think
but
you
it
can,
ran at like
but yeah,
20
it was
frames per
way
second.
too ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Let's go and do the sewers. Too bad we don't get any sewer gator in Claire's run.
Yeah. The sewer gator is one of my favorite parts of Leon's run.
I'll say I prefer Leon's run, but Claire's run's just quicker.
Faster, yeah. Yeah, I also, I love Claire, but I also prefer Leon's run. I think Leon's run's more... I think it's weird, you really, like... That's something about this game that I think shows how well-balanced it is that, like Resident Evil 1, there isn't a... Like, they fixed the problem that Resident Evil 1 has, that, like, there's no definitive route. Like, you can't beat Resident Evil 1 and get the canon result. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the canon result is Barry and Rebecca both survived, but neither of them show up in Jill/Chris's campaign, so you can't do that run when you play the game.
Yeah.
But, hey, I remember Rival Schools.
And now you never see Mr. X again.
Yeah. Wrist and pepperoni, Mr. X. Gone too soon. Because, like, on the one hand, like, Mr. X is a better Nemesis character, you know what I mean? Like, he's a better, like, pursuer/threat. He's more intimidating than Birkin.
Yeah.
But Birkin, like, the story is Birkin's story. Like Mr. X as a character is just like a... like, terrifying goon. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's just because he walks and he's wearing his giant trench coat and he has
he's
it's just like, who are you?
Incredible,
It gives him personality. It's like...
Yeah, incredible character design choice of just, like, dressing him up like a Ninja Turtle. Like, when the Ninja Turtles try and hide in like, the streets of New York with the trench coats. It's charming, and as a character, like, he's a tyrant. Tyrants are always going to be intimidating. They'll never, like, there isn't a tyrant in any of the games that isn't scary as shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's just it's a deeply weird thing to see a giant naked man that expressionlessly chases after you and has a claw for a hand, or doesn't even have a claw for a hand, doesn't even need one to be intimidating, you know?
Tell me.
I know Slurpy Ninja and Bong are two of the other ones, Devour Lord.
The creature responsible for this.
But,
Can you help me find Sherry?
Seems to be evolving much faster than expected.
yeah, that was one of the cool things about
Where are you going?
Reorc, is that it sort of had the, like, hero shooter co-op. That
20 questions.
is sort of the, like brute force where you had, like, a team of 4.
I need to find Sherry.
My daughter is not your concern.
Sherry's her daughter?
But, yeah, it's cool. It's cool that they did, like, the zapping system is awesome because you can play through, like, a call route of RE2 if you play, like, Leon A, Claire B, or what have you. Like, between the two of them, there's, like, the actual canon route type thing, which is, that's just dope.
Yeah.
Cool idea. And again, I see why they went away from that. It's probably easier just to integrate those as one story. Which is how they did it in Nemesis and Code Veronica, but...
Sherry? Can you hear me?
And 5, I guess, yeah, I didn't even think about that, but... We're literally just playing the two characters at the same time.
Smell like shit.
I hate the enemies down here. I remember being able to dodge them pretty consistently, I just haven't practiced it.
Yeah, I got spoiled on RE3 sewers where you fight Hunter Gammas, and Hunter Gammas are like...
Way easier to take out.
Yeah, they're like a fun design, but they have like an obvious video game weakness. Like they're functionally just the dongos.
Yeah.
But they're way easier to deal with than the Birkin Juniors or the Proto Birkins. I never remember. They've got like a weird name that's like.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
It's like Like, it's not Birkin Jr., but it's something like that. It's like Baby Birkins, or
Yeah.
because they're the things made out of his, like, spawn, I guess. Yeah, I don't remember the reorg characters, Cyrus, other than Vector, because I remember a friend of mine played Vector, and I played the one that was just Viper from Valorant. It's like the evil scientist.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember any of their names.
What is this?
Sherry, I told you I cannot leave here until my work is done. That's what you always say.
Sherry?
Why didn't you stay in the house? It was safe there.
Well, yeah, reorg,
Hey,
RE2, RE3,
Those things
reorg,
were everywhere,
and
should've
Outbreak
called
File 1 and
police.
2 all take place at the same time.
I did, but nobody came.
Like the
I
end
didn't
of
answer your
the
phone.
last scenario in Outbreak
I
is
don't have time for this.
while like near the end of RE3.
Sherry! Sherry, I'm coming!
Birkin's mini-me's.
Hold on, Sherry. I'll be
Oh,
right
you know what I forgot about? How great the second Birkin fight is.
Oh yeah.
What a fucking delight.
It's a good one.
That's something they've definitely been on top of their game for, is having fun boss fights.
Oh, between 2 and 3? Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And a lot of fun dialogue around boss fights. C, comma, bitch can't even swim.
The boss fights in 3 were the best part, honestly.
Oh yeah, that
I really
fight,
enjoyed
like the
them.
fight at the clock tower is
Yeah.
so good. Bitch can't even swim. Actually, the hospital, I think, is maybe my favorite part of that game. Like going through with like the AR as Carlos, and like the
I like
hunters
that
start
part.
showing up. God, it's a shame we didn't get the only non-nemesis boss fight in the game, namely the gulp worm. Why do
Oh,
you
you're
not
right.
like giant worms, Capcom? I'm assuming that's why they're not remaking Code Veronica.
Probably.
I think it's actually called like the tunnel boar or something. It's got like a weird name because the gulp worm is the one from Code Veronica for sure. That eats Rodrigo. It turns out Hispanic people that aren't Carlos in Resident Evil have a really low survival rate. It's like 4 named Latino characters in the first 4 games and they all die.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey. That's a cool concept I like about this game, is the kind of RE0 style, like consistently upgrading the weapons. But how you do that with like the shotgun and the revolver and Leon's pistol and the deagle. It's cool that they kind of have trade-offs too, like the stock takes up more space and stuff.
Yeah, but it's just way more stable and works better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which I guess they afforded that too, with like the stocks for the Red 9 and the TMP. The three mass production Titans, or Tyrants. Yeah. The worst tyrant fight in the franchise is also in Code Veronica. Fighting the mass production tyrants in the plane.
Oh, I hate that part, yeah. Also, it's in the Code Veronica were just hard.
Yeah, that's true. That and the moth, which isn't even a boss fight, it's just like there was a section of the game where you just could consistently get poisoned by the fucking moth.
Yeah.
It was Degeneration, I think, was the CG movie where Leon fought. There's like the three-way fight between Leon, a tyrant, and a tank.
I don't remember. It's been so long since I saw that movie.
That's like the one thing I remember is like a tank rolling out and Leon being like, uh-oh, and then a tyrant rolls out from the other side of the lake.
Is that the one in the airport?
Yes.
Okay.
No, okay, no, it was the one after that. It was the one in Eastern Europe.
Okay, yeah, I never saw that one. I saw the one in the airport. That was Degeneration,
Yeah.
I think.
That was Degeneration for sure,
Yeah.
yeah. Then there was Vendetta, which I still have mixed feelings about, in part because it has the most ridiculous gunfight in the history of film, namely Chris Redfield versus Glenn
I mean, the best gunfight.
Arias. Holy fuck! It is one of those things where it's like it's so ridiculous. In what can only be described as a Chris Redfieldian twist, it goes from being ridiculous to like enjoyable all over again. You know what I mean? Just goes full circle. I was gonna use that as the BRB screen for the rest of the marathon, but I can't find like a version of it that's like smooth, but also doesn't have the audio. So
Oh, that's fair.
I'll have to tinker with it, but hopefully we can get that working. My big beef with that is that they were like, yeah, we bring back Rebecca. It's the first time Rebecca's been in anything since RE0 other than Mercenaries Reunion. And it's like, cool. And then she just gets captured in like the first 10 minutes. And it spends the entire movie as like a hostage. And I'm like, oh. You're doing my girl Bex dirty. Fucking spark shot.
This guy just died. Thank you.
This is ridiculous, but I love it. Exactly.
I'm missing a piece. Where is it? Oh, yeah, they're over there. Alright. This puzzle always confuses me for some reason.
Yeah, this one, it's weird. This one's just like, it's just a simple logic puzzle. But I remember the first time playing through it, it like pretzeled my brain for some reason.
Also, it's like 2 in the morning.
That's also true.
Yeah. Did I miss the other one? Where's the... No, there's only 2 in here, right?
Yeah. Don't you have to go up the stairs and then drop down? Isn't that how it...
I already did that part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is there only 2 in here? Yes.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Simple logic, one of my one weaknesses. Yeah, we're not super concerned about spoilers. I would say avoid 7 spoilers because we know at least some people are going into it blind. But 6, if you can spoil 6, go for it. Maybe I'll learn something.
I still don't know what 6 is about.
I was gonna say, like... The president is turned into a zombie and Leon shoots him. And then Chris fights an invisible snake. And Sherry and Wesker Jr. go to, like, China. And then there's an
So
evil
ridiculous.
clone of Ada.
I always forget about this guy.
They fight a T-Rex made out of bones on a skyscraper.
Is that what happens? Wow.
That's the end of Leon and Ada's campaign, is you fight Simmons as like he turns into like a T-Rex made out of like meat. And you fight him in a helicopter. It's the most ridiculous shit ever. Like, admittedly, it's quite enjoyable in how absurd it is, but it is baffling. There's a boss fight in Ada's campaign where you fight like the giant, like the evil Ada clone's face is like floating around as like a biomass in a ship. It's fucking insanity. That is easily, for my money, if you're gonna play that game single player, though, that is easily the most fun campaign. Though the Leon campaign's also pretty decent, just because the zombie sequence.
Oh my god, I hate these guys so goddamn much.
They're the worst. That's something I'm saying, having...
This is literally the worst possible situation I could be in.
Yeah. I like the zombie is just kind of hanging out, doing his own thing. I just wondered why you never saw a Necromancer summon a zombie T-Rex. You should play a Dungeons and Dragons campaign in Chult. I have dealt with a zombie T-Rex in a D&D game.
Really? Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was gross. My biggest, it's such a stupid complaint. I was gonna say my biggest gripe with 6 is that like they perfected mercenaries in 5, and then 6 is just a step down. Like mercenaries is fine, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not mercenaries though.
Yeah, I mean it's. I prefer Jake's story. I like Jake's story. Although, in a move that even I can't explain, I always play it as Sherry instead of Jake, even though Jake gets the cool-ass hand-to-hand combat stuff. Although part of that is that I'm playing RE6 is a very good chance of playing a co-op.
Oh, there's no reason for me to go there.
Isn't it just a shortcut back to
which I don't need to go to at all.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. No, you're on fire, dude. Maybe stop, drop, and roll.
Gotta love the dedication of someone who keeps going after their following their dreams even when they're on fire.
God, but you were supposed to be done.
Exactly. That's the you beat 'em up's an actual thing. Yeah, that beat 'em up's awesome though. Actually, Bong bought me like gifted me the Steam version of it. So, gotta play that at some point.
These guys never come this far. Ever.
Is that? Yeah, yeah, you've been having bad luck with that. Is that Jake's last fight is against Ustanak? Or Ustanak, or whatever the fuck his name is? Yeah,
I don't know what this guy's doing.
He's just
hanging out.
Being his best. Being the best zombie he can be.
Living his best life.
Yeah, living his best afterlife. One thing spoiled Ustanak for me. And I do think he works. Like I think he's one of the better elements of that game because you do genuinely hate him. Like, he's just a huge fucking asshole and a pain in the ass to deal with every time you deal with him. Right, that smelting. Okay, I remember it. I remember the fight. You jogged my memory. There was a theory before that game came out that was like decades later Steve Burnside, and that's why he had the like iron mask on, because he has the same hair as him. And then he's just never explained. He's just like a bioweapon that someone made with the intention of capturing Wesker Jr. Now here's how you make Jake's story better. At the end, or at the end of the second act of his story, you go to like, when you go to China, you break into like a room, and then original Wesker smashes a pot over Jake's head, and is just like, inexplicably Sean Connery, and it's all like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. oh, don't worry, it's a fake. It's me, Dad, Jake. And he's like, Jake was the dog's name. Okay. My point is, it should have been Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, but with the Wesker boys. That's not inexplicably the worst idea I've ever had.
Alright, we're almost at the second Birkin fight.
Nice. Making pretty good time, considering the technical difficulties early on.
I'd say there's like half an hour left at that.
Yeah, yeah. And this game's last half hour is really good. The labs are awesome. That, I think, is probably the most, like...
It's like one of the strongest third acts.
Yeah. And, like, the fact that they... got it... Usually... Even in the best Resident Evil games, like RE4, the money's up front. Like, the big... The most memorable, interesting part of the game is the village, you know? As good as the castle and
yeah, it kind of dies off
island
by the second half.
Yeah, they're... Isn't Cartoon Network just to cease and desist? The labs are like the opposite. This is like one of the rare examples of a Resident Evil game that just like peaks near the end.
No. Sticky keys.
Oh no! Curse you, sticky keys. Until I played with a friend that she was like, "Did it ever explain why he was after us?" And I sat there just ellipsing. Yeah. Fair. God, that's a cursed time for sticky keys.
Yeah, very cursed.
And that's kind of what's interesting about the remakes of 2 and 3. That like the third act is the strongest part, like probably for my money, at least in Claire's campaign, for sure the strongest part of the game.
Oh god, he's not gonna get hit, is he?
Oh, that sucks.
No, we both got hit. Oh, that's awesome. It's okay.
What's the because this one there's a checkpoint right before the
Like literally at the boss fight.
yeah. Yeah, in Claire's story for sure. I just saw it on the stream as well. Like in Claire's story from here on is definitely like where it hits its stride. With Leon, you definitely have some like. With Leon, you definitely have some early like peak points, like the journalist getting killed, and the kendo gun store scene, and Ada hitting.
You just have way more, yeah.
But in both cases, the lab is just such a cool setting. Like they did such a good job.
Yeah, the lab's mostly the same for both characters. Only difference is at the end.
And it like it's the coolest incarnation of that. Like it's so weird. It was so weird playing Outbreak after playing this. Like going back and playing Outbreak when I was trying to get the like network play to work for it, and playing Below Freezing Point, and you're like, it's amazing how sterile and boring the original design for the lab is. You know, like the version of it in this game is just so much more interesting with like the overgrowth and stuff. Which obviously was part of it, but it like it's such a.
I got hit too many times at the beginning.
Oh, it sucks.
Messed up the timing the first time, would have been perfect.
What's like an ideal? 2 cycles or 3?
2.
2, okay.
Just have to kind of kite him for a bit.
Yeah. And so yeah, for the record, Cyrus, I think that's the biggest strength of Resident Evil 6 is if you just like treat it like a popcorn movie, like
treat it like you treat the movies.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Made for the same audience.
Yeah. It's
God, this thing takes forever to come back.
Yeah. It's best experience. It's best enjoyed as just like an experience. It's Operation Raccoon City, or not not Reorg. Sorry, Umbrella Chronicles, or like a theme park ride kind of thing. And going into it with that kind of context, they're like, I mean, it's like Lost Planet 2. Going into it with that kind of context, it's a good time.
And that should be it.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like 3 has a similar thing with its second act, where it's like from when you leave the sewers to the end of the hospital is just really fucking good in that game. That section's just excellent. Like the clock tower fight and
This is taking forever.
the Carlos section of the game are both really good.
Yeah. I'd say the remake of 2 is better than the original, and the remake of 3 is not quite as good as the original.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that's a perfect assessment.
And that's pretty much the sewers. Now the labs.
Nice.
Sherry, can you hear me?
Sewers are. Is there a Resident Evil game with sewers that don't suck?
Claire?
I don't mind these sewers, to be honest.
Yeah,
They're
these
not
sewers,
as bad.
these sewers
I
aren't that bad.
I don't like the remake sewers.
Yeah, the tunnels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just visually, they're uninteresting to me.
Yeah, and it's boring, busy work. That's the
Yeah.
thing that always drives me insane about it, is that you have to go there to get a piece of rock. And you end up spending the same amount of time there as the residents, which is just like incredibly.
I love the residents.
Yeah, which is this incredibly rich.
And that was not even in the original, was it? Like parts of it?
Yeah, I mean the guardhouse. It was called the guardhouse in the original, and it's much smaller.
Yeah.
Like it's the same general
I guess
thing
Lisa
of the Aqua
Trevor
Ring.
isn't in the original, so all her stuff
Yeah.
is added.
Yeah, exactly. But
There's not enough time. Millions of lives are at stake.
these sewers are good. I like them I especially like them in Leon campaign, where they open them up with a bang with the rock fight, and you get the Ada section, which is kind of fun and a neat change of pace. I like the sewers in 3. They're not. They don't really overstay their welcome. They're fairly short. You get an interesting enemy type that you fight down there, and there's like a cool kind of section to it. I guess because it doesn't have to be like a claustrophobic nightmare, because that's what they did with the Hive, which is more or less new. Like that's a section in RE3, but it's like 2 rooms, whereas in 3 it's fucking horrifying. God, that place sucks. But
Hold on, Sherry.
I guess
I'm
Zero's.
just gonna hit this cutscene here in the train, then I'm gonna run to the washroom quick.
Cool, sounds good. The Zero, the like water treatment plant, isn't bad. Neither is OGRE's
No.
Blood Factory.
Yeah, I
but
don't mind that one.
Blood Factory's also really short. Like I kind of see why that got cut, because that's like it more or less got changed into the like lab / production facility. But are there sewers in? I guess you start in sewers and beyond and below freezing point in Outbreak. I think that's the only sewer level I can think of.
No, I don't know. I haven't played much of Outbreak.
Yeah. Well, if those rumors of a remake are true.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. And if not, it's actually there's like a pretty committed community that keeps like dedicated servers for it that work with PlayStation emulators.
All right, I'll be right back.
Fair enough. I agree, Cyrus. I could never get into the I could never get into the movies. They had some moments of brilliance. I kind of wonder if 10 out of 10, the hero we all need, Carlos from the RE3 make, is
You know it's supposed to be lucky.
was inspired by Oded Fair's Carlos. Because Oded Fair is pretty great as Carlos.
You were doing just fine without
But
me.
very little
I came
else in the
along and got you all
movies
sorts of trouble.
did not make me want to pull my own face off.
I have something of yours.
I don't want it.
Really? Why not? It's so pretty.
It's from my mom. For my birthday last year. All I really wanted was for her to be home more.
Man. Ooh.
I know it seems like...
Oh, a little bit of delays, but we're well on track to
Hey. Sherry, come here.
finishing the game. 2 games. We'll be at
There, okay?
3 down, 4 to go.
It's okay. I've got you. Come on.
And then we'll see how
All right.
welcome back.
I'm getting you treatment. Just hold on, Sherry. It's okay.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open.
Tell me to stand clear.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. To nest. Enjoy.
Labs are so good.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put you on this blood-soaked bed really quick.
There you go. Alright. Now what?
We didn't even get enough Zombrex to save the little girl. Wait, wrong zombie game. Wrong Capcom zombie game, I might add.
Agent. That's gotta be it. Hey. Hey, Sherry. I gotta go. You stay right here, though, okay? I'll be back soon. I promise.
I had some friends who were playing through Dead Rising, actually. They're the second one.
Really? Like streaming it?
Yeah. I think it got like it was on like a really good sale on Steam or something. Wrong Capcom zombie game sequel, might I add, yeah. Hey, Dead Rising 2 and Resident Evil 2 are nothing alike. In Dead Rising 2, the aloof Asian lady is a reporter, not a spy. Actually, the reporter from Dead Rising 2 is a lot like the reporter from Outbreak. Who I guess canonically survives because there's an article from her, or by her in RE7.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, in like the main,
wouldn't have
in the
made that
main
connection.
hall. Yeah, yeah. I remember it caused a bit of a like huff with some like hardcore fans because like one of the things I remember like early Resident Evil fandom loving to do was come up with like definitive survivor lists. and they all ignored like spin-off games for the most part.
Oh yeah.
Which is funny because Capcom never seems to.
That actually scared me.
That's fair.
So many zombies just waiting behind doors.
Mm-hmm. Turns out that's a valid way to scare the shit out of people.
Yeah, sometimes they'll just come through doors, sometimes they'll just wait till you open it and then jump on you.
Yeah.
This area is cool. I really like the redesigned labs.
There's such... Oh, yeah, totally. It's such a... Such good art direction. So, like, there's a thing as... Such a thing as making a character too badass and... It loses me. That's what happened with Alice. One-shotting the Executioner from RE5. That could one-shot you. Really made you go, really? Yeah, no, that's always been kind of my gripe. And that's a gripe, like, that's not exclusive to those movies. That's an issue with a lot of stuff. Like, it's power scaling stuff. And as ridiculous as the games get, at least they have, like, a kind of coherent, like, capstone to how insane things can get. Which was Wesker. I mean, we're being honest.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll try and bring him back somehow.
I wonder. Because I know that they brought back, or I know that that I think I can't remember if it's Reverse or the earlier the RE3 multiplayer thing referred to like the Wesker children. You were a sandwich? That's pretty OP. It's true. How are you gonna beat a sandwich? Oh, I love these Plant Zombies too.
Yeah, they can get kind of annoying sometimes, but...
Oh, they're definitely like a Crimson Head style, like, elevated threat version of a zombie, but I do like that they were, if you're good at aiming, you can like take them apart.
Yep.
Wesker,
or just use fire. The flamethrower just destroys them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Wesker, didn't we shoot you with a bazooka while you sunk into a river of lava in an active volcano? Wesker, I got better. Yeah. Yeah.
Manual mode engaged. Adjust amount of solution to match cartridge capacity.
Yeah, it was Resident Evil Resistance that had one of the other Weskers in it. It was also in Revelations 2. Also was voiced by Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, who sang all the, like, Silent Hill vocal songs.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I hit myself while I repaired myself, exactly. But how? An herb. If you ever have a question or you notice something that doesn't make sense, then an Ouroboros did it. Oh, I sure hope someone was fired for that blunder. Like, how fucking cool is this lab? Like, this is such a cool design. I love it. And you get kind of like it does a good job of kind of bringing together all of the threats you've dealt with.
Well, yeah, and there's actual, like, oh yeah, people died in here. It's not just like an empty, pristine set.
Totally.
It's much easier killing the lickers in here. Just too annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
Normally I walk past them, but there's one room where it's just beneficial to kill them off.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
A sneaky boy. Yeah, I hated the staircase leading back up to the main part of the labs. Just the urge to rant. Zero pulling bullshit like that in X6. So here's something that's gonna blow folks' minds. I've barely played Mega Man X. Like, I played the original Mega Man X, I played Mega Man X2 and X3 a little bit.
Like, cause X is the only one I've played.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't beaten X2 or X3, but like, I didn't realize until I was like an adult that those games were like like how like popular / beloved those games were. Because X is great, like it's a really good game. But
yeah, I played that one on PSP, the like remake.
Yeah, yeah. That was a cool ass collection.
Yeah, that one and the remake of the original Mega Man. It was like all
Yeah.
cutesy.
Yeah, I remember having a dream where I borrowed that from you.
What?
I don't know why I remember that. I think it was like right before we went to Japan.
Oh, weird.
And it was like the night of, essentially, and I had a dream where we were getting ready to go to Japan night. It was like, oh, I've got to borrow that from Bart, even though you were going on the same trip.
I think I played during that trip.
And spoilers, don't get too attached to Zero. He dies more times than Goku. Proto Man just shows up. See, that's the best thing. Is Proto Man just showing up.
Dr. Lee, you have 5 new messages.
Murph!
Murph.
Damn.
I think you're delayed again, because I'm like a minute ahead of that.
Oh yeah, I'll refresh again, get it caught up.
How do you fix the delay thing? Is it like a thing on my end?
No, just refreshing. Because what happens is it'll buffer a little bit and it'll slow down and speed up a little bit to try and keep as close to the latency as possible. But sometimes you just have to refresh it and then it goes to like the latest time code it can.
What do you see now?
You're doing the sample thing. Cooling sequence.
Yeah, you're right up.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony, if you have a chance to tune in tomorrow, because I think you'll really like the RE3 remake.
Yeah, I wish I could tune in. I'm working.
Oh, you're working? Ah, it's a bummer. Oh well.
I might tune in
plenty
from
more.
work if it's not busy.
Cool, sounds good.
And I'm sad I'll miss 4, but...
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You're only doing half the game, right? Or are you doing the whole game?
No, well, I'm doing 4 in 2 days.
Oh,
so.
okay, good.
Yeah, like, I'm probably going to do the village tomorrow after RE3.
Oh, perfect.
And then I'll do, the rest of it on, a Sunday.
Nice.
And then start RE5 on Tuesday.
Oh, that one. Are you doing that solo, or are you co-oping that one?
Co-op with Ryan. But if anyone wants to co-com, come on by. Like, we'd love to have more.
Yeah, I probably will. Tuesday night?
Yeah. We're starting at 2, and we're gonna go. We'll go for a while, not all night. We're probably gonna go till like 6 or 7 on Monday, and then like till the evening, unless we're just on a roll. But and then we're gonna start again on Tuesday, like in the evening.
Sweet.
But to actually explain X6 problem without going too deep, X5 is meant to be the end. Okay, so I actually know about this from the What Happened about Mega Man X7, where they talk about the life history of the franchise. God, the plant zombies is so gross. I love it.
So much for the weed infestation.
Warning. You have dispersed a dangerous solution without...
I've got to find out how to mod Dante into one of these games
And you may be subject
before.
to disarray.
Which one could you? What if we could mod
Probably
it into
RE4,
4?
honestly. Yeah. Let me see.
I mean, RE4 is technically the first Devil May Cry.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's crazy to think we wouldn't have Devil May Cry if it wasn't for Resident Evil 4.
Yeah. Resident Evil 4 Dante gameplay walkthrough. Beautiful.
And we're almost done the labs.
Oh, this is hilarious. This dude like model swapped everything. He switched El Gigante to Gilgamesh.
Is this on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm just like it's just like a thread I'm looking through. He switched Ada with Lady.
I gotta see that.
Krauser with Virgil. Luis. Or no, Wesker with Jester. The like monks. Oh my! It's just all DMC enemies. This is fucking insane.
I love it.
And they did like the guns as well. Replaced healing items with pizza. They redid all the UI. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, the mod scene for RE4 is kind of insane.
I think maybe what I'll do is just do my planned run of RE4 and then I'll do this as like a bonus stream. If I finish it early on Sunday. Because this looks insane. Like absolutely nuts.
Link it in Discord, I gotta see that.
Yeah, I'm going to. Virgil, Ted DiBiase's manservant from WCW. Well, yeah, of course. You are technically correct. The best kind of correct. I'm putting in the dankest name, Jin. It's called... it's called the Devil May Cry. Sweet mod, let's start the party.
Yes.
Also replaces Ashley with Nevin. Which is a funny mental image.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Also replaces the boulder with the giant jester head. This is fucking nuts. They replaced the giant Salazar statue with Greyron. And the chainsaw guys with Agni and Rudra.
Yes. That's amazing.
That's actually nuts.
Have you played through DMC on stream?
Just 3.
Oh, okay.
Damn it. Look at that. All right. Hell yeah. Got it.
Full mod is 2.26 gigs.
The antiviral agent. Gotta get back to Sherry.
Think I have enough acid rounds?
Things are getting crazy. Let's rock. hits play button. So like how the top comment is, love the pizza, good job. Then a random thought crossed your mind and exists. It exists. Sorry, Formod replaces all enemies with Ashley.
Alright, final. Actually, not final. Third Birkin fight.
Sweet. This Birkin fight's fun, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always forget about the final Birkin fight.
Your ass again.
This one just feels so...
It's on Leon's, you get the third, and then you fight Tyrant.
Tyrant, yeah.
Correct at the end.
What the hell is this thing?
That was my husband.
She is my creation!
Oh my god, instead of her shouting un forastero, it's her shouting Leon! Of course.
I should have killed him while I had the chance. I don't know why, I just
I would not be able to play through that game.
couldn't do it.
Yeah, me
Who's
neither.
your husband? Honestly, we were more married to our work than each other.
What about Sherry? How could you just leave her all alone while Raccoon City burned to hell?
I couldn't let my daughter grow up in a world with a G virus in it.
But that's no excuse either.
It's kind of interesting how much less of a presence Birkin as a person has in the remake. Like, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, you're right. You only see him in like one cutscene.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ollie.
No. I got this.
Chainsaw wielding Ashley, oh god.
You don't know what you're up against.
I have a pretty damn good idea.
Whatever you do, don't stop until it's finished.
Trust me. This ends now.
Birkin, you could fit into a sandwich. I also like the way they do his later mutations in this game. They look
Yeah.
more like cohesive than they did in the original.
They're pretty. I like the design for sure.
Yeah. Him and in the original, him and Nemesis have the same problem where they just like their whole design is really iconic, and then they get like they just turn into meat.
Yeah. Or slime,
but-
or like leech things.
Yeah. Whereas in this, in both cases they kind of coalesce. And it makes sense with Nemesis because the whole idea is that like each time you kill him, he like adapts, but not like he doesn't like regenerate in the same format. He just like does whatever it takes to survive. Whereas Birkin is like evolving functionally, right? Like he's like refining as he goes.
Yeah. Come on. There we go.
I also like the pistol. I mean, I guess you just have to hit the eyes, right?
Yeah.
And you hit him with some 120 frames per second knife.
There we go.
Nice. GG. Well, not GG, but...
Almost. Now we escape.
G-virus. Yeah.
Target has been
Honestly, I don't need anything from here.
Ending quarantine.
I don't think. Yeah, why not? The last boss takes a lot of ammo.
Service lift is now operational.
I think last time I fought him, I had to use like every single piece of ammo I had.
Jesus.
My flashbang killed him.
That's pretty funny.
Gotta get back to Sherry.
Don't they give you the minigun for the last fight?
Yeah, they do, but you can run out of ammo.
Yeah. No, I remember every time I've done this, I've run out of ammo with it.
Although I have the infinite minigun. I haven't used it yet, but it's fun to use. And the rocket launcher.
Yeah, no, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we have to go get a Sherry.
Sherva is the new Resident Evil character. And speaking of characters who deserve to come back at some point, Sheva.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to think when characters don't come back, they just like wised up. They're like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, we're done.
I need to make it. My mom needs help.
Annette? Sherry. How are you?
Okay. But you don't look so good. Mommy?
Hey, look at the screen. Oh, thank God. So Sherry's gonna be all right?
She'll be weak for a little while, but yes. She's free of the G-virus.
Did you hear that?
What happened to her?
She was attacked.
Yeah, Sheva's great.
Don't worry about me.
Well, she's one of the most motivating characters. She gets you to come on.
Take my time.
Come on.
Chris, come on.
I'm sorry, Sherry.
Also, she gets the throat slit, which is really good.
Oh yeah.
Anyone who's played RE5 on professional knows that there are two paths to victory: throat slit and neck breaker.
We can't.
Attention, unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected.
What does that mean?
It's a self-destruct code. In case the G-virus leaves the building.
Phrasing? I didn't say anything amiss.
Save my daughter.
No!
Sherry?
She dead, yo.
Your mom. Mom,
F's in the chat for Annette Birkin.
please, Sherry. Listen. She loved you, okay? You really gotta get going.
Oh,
Mom.
a little bit of the bubbly.
Holy crap. Thank you for the raid, Mr. Holmes.
Oh wow.
You're right in time for the final showdown.
We're at the end.
Mm-hmm.
What about this jacket? I'm so lucky to have
Is that a Yoshi?
Toss up the. Oh yeah.
That is a
Mr.
Yoshi.
Holmes is.
We can talk more about
Holmes
that
is
later.
all about the Yoshi.
Gotta hurry now. Come on.
A little bit of the bubbly. Oh wait, not done. Sorry, donate. So we're doing 8-day F for frames. Yeah, we've been having
I want to rush you, but
some hiccups, but
Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately
not many. Oh,
bottom level train platform.
not when it's counted. It's just been during cutscenes. Yeah, we're doing 8 Resident Evil games in 8 days.
let's get the hell out.
We're on day 2, game 2. Actually, this is game 3, but Resident Evil 2. Raising money for Extra Life, all going to the Children's Miracle Network. I'm OHMACS, although it is Kremlin in 1080p who's playing right now, since he runs this game.
It is in fact 1080p.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna say we actually had to set. We said it's 1080p.
for helping me. I'm really glad I met you.
I'm really glad I met you too, Sherry. But save your thanks until I get you out
So I
of
guess
this
with the
mess.
last Birkin fight, you can't really do high frame rate knife, hey?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's not many
bother.
opportunities to. Yeah.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated.
So the donation incentive is that if we do make the $800, we're gonna finish the marathon with RE8. Oh. Yeah, this room is literally the one of the starting rooms in Outbreak.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Sherry, run!
And as with every good Resident Evil game, there is an escape sequence.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I always forget about the escape sequence in this game.
It's a good one. I mean, it's no like jet skiing through a collapsing cave, but
Yeah. How was what were you streaming today, Mr. Holmes?
Of course. Stupid thing's locked.
More Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior?
Sherry, what are you...
I think I can open it from the other side.
Trying to remember which one you were doing recently.
hurry up, why don't you? Any day now. Come on!
Come on. Kill me. I mean, wait, don't kill me.
It's about time.
Nice work.
DQ8. Oh, right. Oh, that's such a good game. It's one of the 2 Dragon Quest games I've actually played all the way start to finish.
Sherry, you hanging in there? I'm right behind
8 and 5.
Atta girl. I think we're almost out of here.
Though I really want to play more of them. They're great games.
Worth a try.
I wonder if it's something to do with the lighting engine. Seems to be most of the slowdowns are rooms with like dynamic lighting.
In this game?
Yeah, I think it's USD. I can't remember.
It's in USD.
Okay, it's in USD. Thank you,
It
Kremlin.
defaults to USD.
Right here.
I kind of assumed so.
Okay. I promise I won't move.
Good.
Be careful.
Always.
That's another like classic Resident Evil thing. Is the like an inventory placeholder items that you can still get an item in the last area.
Yeah.
Like the fuse and Oh, Imperia? Okay. I know exactly where you're at. Nice.
Leon? You're down here too?
Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Look, you need to get out.
Yeah, they do that with the fuses so that you can still get the rocket launcher during the fight at the in the remake.
We can all make it. Where are you now?
Claire.
Leon!
Leon? I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
Don't worry about me. Just get out of here.
Claire, is that you?
Leon.
I need you to explain to me what sex is. Ada keeps making no.
Damn.
Leon is too wholesome for this world.
Yeah. Here we go.
That's another good example of a character who they did a good job characterizing in this. Like,
no, they did a great job.
yeah, like they managed to my concern was that when they were remaking it that he was just going to be RE4 Leon again, which doesn't really make sense for RE2 Leon, but they kept him as like what's the word for it? Like not naive, earnest, I guess, as possible, which is great. That's his character. It works.
Exactly.
He's also not like comedically earnest like he is in OG RE2.
I hope they keep his like smarminess intact in 4.
Yeah, me too.
He's so Dante in 4, like just with his little quips and everything.
Mm-hmm. I do like that they give you a minigun with the expectation that you're going to burn through all the ammo for it. That's pretty baller/terrifying. I always remember being heals that I'd run out of during this fight.
No, I got plenty. Let's try it.
I do like the idea that at some point, a like board member for Umbrella was just like, "Now, William, is there a reason everything with the G virus grows 1,000 eyes?" Like,
I just really like eyes, okay?
Yeah, I'm not gonna change it. Man, high frame rate knife is getting some work done. Holy crap. Is that the infinite knife you're using for those sequences?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, I was wondering what like causes it to not break.
No, normally it would have broken many times.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because in the any percent you use just a normal knife against Birkin 1.
Yeah. You can't use any bonus weapons.
Oh my god! Thank you for the $1.20 donation. I was gonna say, I don't know how he's gonna get it to like a 69 or a 420 when we're already at 420, but I love it. It's so good.
What was it? Oh, sorry.
He donated 420 when we had 420, so now it's 420.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. And that's the game.
Claire!
That's GG's.
It's okay. I'm here.
Hey, get out of here, Birkin.
Getting out of here.
And now we're gonna do alternate run. No, I'm just kidding. I am very tired.
I was gonna say we've been going for a grand total of like close to 6 hours.
Yeah. I think I got just under 2.
Yeah, I think about that. Yeah. Do the runs in this game go by IGT? Or is it RTA?
It's in-game timer.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
It doesn't
it's
count
usually that
cutscenes,
for
but if
Resident
you
Evil games.
load a save point without exiting the game, it keeps your timer going. So technically, I should be like 10 minutes under what the time's gonna give me because I reset twice.
Okay. I didn't know that about this game.
Yeah.
That's neat.
first thing you want to do when we get out of here?
Oh, your cursor's in the middle of the screen.
I want to see where you live.
I just noticed that.
Good.
Not anymore.
Hi. Shower.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
Claire.
There he is.
Leon!
Leon, where were you this whole damn
So
time?
good to see
I
you.
was gonna say, we haven't seen you since like the outside of the police station.
Alright, let's check our time. Yeah, what I thought. So it's probably more around 130, 135.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, 146.10 S plus. I'll take it.
Sick.
No saves.
Yeah.
It's because I don't need to.
That's awesome.
Not in standard,
I mean,
anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh man. Holy crap. That's 3 games down. And and my bloodline is safe. God damn it. I knew it was gonna happen. I was expecting it, but yeah, only 4 games to go now. Although, oh no, that's not true.
I don't think I have the
That's 3 down, 5 to go.
end screen
Yeah.
for your stream.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Well, we're just gonna raid Dave anyway, so.
Sweet.
Leon, we're adopting the girl.
Is Dave still streaming? Oh yeah, he streams late.
Yeah, he starts at midnight, so.
Cool. Well,
Doing Brady's 4 revive.
yeah. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching the stream. It was fun.
Yeah, thanks for doing this, Bart. I appreciate the I appreciate.
No worries. Any
the
excuse
assist.
I have to play this game, I'll take it. Fun.
Awesome. And thanks again for the huge raid, Mr. Holmes. Sorry you came in so close to the end. But we're not going anywhere this week. We got and thanks again for the donation. Yeah, we've got RE3 and the beginning of 4 tomorrow, and then the rest of RE4 on Sunday, then RE5 Monday and Tuesday, RE6 Wednesday, and RE7 Thursday.
We'll get through it.
All right.
One game at a time.
Indeed. All right. Have a good night, fellas.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Thanks. Yeah, now